What about India's batting? There were a couple that stood out. Almost inevitably, it was Sky, with a little bit of support from Hardik Pandya, and towards the end, Washington Sundar. That partnership really, at the 10-over mark, they were 75 for 3. Remember, we were talking about getting 100 in the back 10, and you said these two need to bat for a minimum of 4 more overs. They didn't.
Exactly.
And that was where the difference. 68 or 51 was a partnership that was threatening to erupt. It hadn't yet erupted.
Absolutely. I think at that stage, what makes the difference when you bat those 4 overs, and even if you get 25, 30 runs, you always back yourself to get the last 50 runs in the last 4 overs. That's how middle order batters think these days. You got to back yourself to do that. And even with the Washington Sundar and the bowlers, backing up with him, he managed to get 30, 35 runs. So imagine 2 batters batting there, you would back yourself to get 50. So that's where they made a mistake. I think Suryakumar Yadav was a very soft dismissal. I think at that stage, having batted so well, he would know that if India had to win the game, he had to bat through a little longer, till the 15th over probably, with the same intent. But it was a chip shot which literally mattered nothing at that stage. I think Hardik Pandya again was something, it was a matchup that was brought in because Washington Sundar had come in. I think Santner stopped himself and gave it to Bracewell, but Hardik fell for the trap because he felt he had to hit the 6.
Yes.
That is understandable at that stage because the run rate was getting higher. But Surya was a critical wicket at that point of time. That partnership for 4 more overs would have made the difference in the end.
Actually, if you look at what happened the previous over, again, now the over number 11, Mitch Santner concedes 1. So obviously that was the game plan, that we'll see out Santner, as you had suggested in the com box, and attack the other bowlers. Now, if you only conceded 1, you have to attack the next bowler. And the next over is bowled by Ish Sodhi. They went after him, got a 6, and then he got out the next ball. So obviously the game plan was, let's go after Sodhi and Bracewell, and in going after them, they lost the 2.
Absolutely. I think that eventually what happens when one bowler is bowling so well, if you play him out, you have to take chances against the other bowlers. It is pretty straightforward there. But that is where clever middle order batsmanship comes into play, when you know that fast bowlers are much easier to take on. And with the skill that a Suryakumar Yadav has, he has the potential to take down bowlers. We're talking about upwards of 15 and over. You've got to back yourself to do it. You've got to take that game deep. And that's where that man who was watching the match there made a massive difference. MS Dhoni was a master at that.